Okay, here's another video. Yo, there's another video. Alright, think about this. Now, what if you use visualization for your mind? Remember, as Brother Bobby Hemming would say, as Adolf Hitler used to have a city of 1,000, it was like a large city. He had mapped out and planned out. It was like an all-white city, like not just like the city was like pristine, something you would have seen like in a build-up of what almost like what Kemet would have. So like visually, if you're in war, right? So if you're in war, you have to see things, or you have to see things ahead of time or further in time. So if you're seeing things that are further in time, that means you have to plan ahead. So think about this. Now this is let me go ahead and get to this right now before I was on my mind and a month is really about to be over and start a new one, right? So what I'm gonna say is right here. Now, 420 itself is, why would they give you a smoker's holiday? Now think about this. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Long time. Long time. So why would he like, yeah, this is a smoker's holiday, everybody can smoke on this day, all of that. I remember, man, like a while back, I was like, man, I'm not gonna smoke on 420. I did. I remember like the first couple of times when I first started smoking, I did like once or twice. The first and the second year after I started smoking, I realized why would they tell you it's good to smoke? It's like a smoker's holiday on 420. Be very inquisitive on things, thinking about things. I started to stop. I looked up, found out Adolf Hitler's birthday is on 420. But at the time, I didn't know. I was well, I'm reading this book. Have you seen some of my old past videos? The Spear of Destiny is a very, I haven't read the whole book, but most of it. I want to get back to it too, if I get more time. Hitler, he was born on April 20th, and I was like, oh man, that's bad. Like, but you got to think about it. If these so-called Jewish people, that's Ashkenazi Jews, which is not the people that's supposed to be in Israel, or whatever. These are European Jews, so they're not even the same ones. So you gotta think about it. So you gotta think about it. I look at it as war, or the what do you call it? What's the name of this? We can call it a swastika. You see, we have that symbol all over the world. So you got the information from the Tibetans, the Aryans. They were highly melanated people, so-called black people, in Tibet. So if you use the information, using our information, melanin, something like, you got to think about it. If he learn how to make the atom bomb, you got to think about, if he's making an atom bomb and using our information, making an atom bomb and using our information. You got to think about it. It can't be that bad. So if he's using our information and he was in an occult sect, or what you would call the Thule Society, and that's when you do your research, when you get into different mythologies or whatever, you can see that the Thule, you find Thule and Nordic mythology over in Germany, Switzerland. Yeah, that's Einstein's. That's why those names are like that. 'Cause they were like derivative of certain mythologies or whatever. Just like you have certain so-called black people have a lot of names with Bible names, like children with Bible names, because they wanted to have them be like certain characters in the Bible, whatever. So, but actually, you actually chose these names in a different when you wasn't in this body. So if you chose these different names, um, and whispered in your parents' ear, which I found out in Tibet, reading about the book of some kind of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. It was in there, if I'm not mistaken. Started in there. I was like, this wow, it's amazing. So you chose that. You chose your name and told your parents that name. So anyway, but let's keep it going. So back to visualization. So if Hitler had made an enormous city, model wise, and use our information to do it and learn how to make the atom bomb and using sciences or whatever, you gotta think how powerful we must be. When I see him and his people marching in those videos, I look at him as Hitler as AWAS, or like a version of Heru, just in that body. So visualization, when you see those people walking in those black boots and saluting at the same time, you gotta think that's very powerful. If you can have it, like, it's like visualization. If you see like certain monsters in certain movies, you're gonna take on that character and see yourself as that monster. Then you can project that in this world, the world that you're in. So, if that is the case, visualization is very powerful. Visualization. So if you see in war, but you're not gonna go out there and pick up no weapon and do that, it's always your mind is the ultimate weapon. Weapon. Your mind is the ultimate weapon. So think about it. Your mind is the ultimate weapon. So if it's the ultimate weapon, then visualization, projection, it's manifestation. Manifestation. Who? Festat. Festat is in manifestation. Man, Ma's, Ma's Aeon. Manifestation. Ion, Ma's Ion. So the Great Mother said Festat is the old name for Cairo. So that's what Adolf Hitler got that name, or that visualization from, because he was that, and that projected body of him being that. This guy actually he was actually in the field. He was a scout. He was a scout for he was a scout back in the days in Germany. He was a scout and like actually out in the field, like his verification, like he was really out there, never got caught. So that means you gotta think that's one of our ancestors running around being a scout. You gotta think about this. This is very, very key, and he brought this to pass with what occult information. He was trying to be. He was early on. He wanted to get to the spirit of destiny, but the spirit of destiny is just like the savior. He became that. So he found something that was around his area. The spirit of destiny, it was almost like Excalibur, almost, you know what I'm saying, or like wherever you at is certain types of mythology dealing with the great mother, the dragon. So Festat in Old Cairo, old means what? Ancient before the dynastic period in Egypt, or Kemet. Kemet, land of the black face, the dark skin, Kemet. So you gotta think about it. Visualization is key. So Festat, so he visualized how he wanted it to be, and he damn near ruined Europe behind it, and that's amazing. He did a lot of work for us. So we gotta really think about it. 420, when you smoking on 420, you actually blocking that energy. Cause if that energy, you gotta think about it. So if you so-called conscious out there, supposedly giving information or whatever, and I'm not even gonna say no names, but later on, I'm gonna start making videos. If I don't like some shit, and then it comes across something that I make, whatever, and I try to put it in, I will say it. But anyway, these so-called conscious people out here, they always giving you ways to get your. I know if you do a service for them, they do a service for you or whatever. That's understandable. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get back. But don't be out here just giving these people, you damn near like that back in church again. You gotta go on you got the hero has to go on his journey, his or her journey. So you know what I'm saying. If you in the way, I'm pushing through the pile. I ain't gotta touch you to move you. I'll move you with my mind. I'll start naming names. I don't care, man. If it when it comes across whatever I'm coming up on, and I'm talking about something, it don't matter. That's why I can be other places and not show you, because you would not know who I am. But you know who they are. They everywhere on the TV, on the camera. Like Brother Bobby Hemmings said this, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to say that camera is a funny thing. It really is. That's why I don't show myself. I can move around and do things. You can't because everybody knows who you are. But anyway, let's get back to this visualization. Festat. See, that's my lower energy. I ate earlier, and and I'm letting everything digest down. I drank a whole bunch of water to push everything out. So, wow, that's 10. Wow, 10:4. I just look. I'm not lying to you. Not lying to you. I just looked down at 10:14 at my phone. So 10/14 is actually Aleister Crowley's birthday. I'm in a place right now, and that's why I had this idea. So that's why I say manifestation is very powerful. If you can put out a model in front of your head, he took the form of what the Christ, or as we know, so let me get back to that 422. It's all gonna correlate. Aleister Crowley's birthday is on 10/14. Too also, and that him and Madame Blavatsky, they were dealing with the occult realm too. Occult, that means that which is hidden. So when you're able to make atoms or atomic bombs, it comes from what? The darkness, melanin, atoms, and all of that. So neurons, neutrons, and all that, being able to put things together from what? They're now the original people that came up with that. The Aryan race. We are the Aryan race because they got it from melanated people. But anyway, when you smoke on 420, you're actually blocking the energy that you probably pulling in for war. So if you so-called drop some real information. You know what I'm saying? Start bullshitting the people. I know what certain people are doing. So it's just don't stop blocking information. If you understood this and you didn't know it, and you didn't say it, don't try to make something up later on and try to make something elaborate. Like, so you saw somebody make something and you wanna use it and put your sauce on it. Stop doing that. But anyway, so Adolf Hitler, his birthday is 420. You're blocking that energy. When I stopped doing it because he was born on 420 years ago. But I realized the more I started learning about him, this guy's not a bad cat at all. They paint him as a bad picture. And we're living in a society that's ruled by who? The so-called Israelis is not from there, and they fight with Palestinian people. But Palestine and Syria and Iraq and Iran, that's what Persia. That's our old stuff. That's why they over there. They can't. Anyway, let's keep it going, man. Information is information. So what I'm gonna say is, so you got to think about it. If Heru faces Uncle Set, when I'm gonna make a. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna keep that in my head. I'll make it later on. I don't want to talk and say something too much. That's why I keep doing what I'm doing. Now they can't jump the gun on me. I see what's going on. You gotta look ahead. Don't just look at your nose. Look past your nose. All right. You gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it real. All right. Break time. 13:29. Just look down. Okay. All right. So what I'll say is this. The information with the occult society is that if you're able to do those things, he's actually pulling that energy. What if that's one of our ancestors animated his body, the spirit, and use all they are doing is animating the body. If you watch the movie Fallen by Denzel Washington, you will understand what I'm saying. They'll animate the body. But yeah. So manifestation. You see things ahead of time. He had those cities. He had models of him built, and he was. Remember, Heru turns into his uncle Set. He was. That's a lower energy, right? But that's the first. That's more ancient. But that was before it was Typhonian. If you ever get to check out any Typhonian mysteries or information, El Set was revered or looked at as the first. Came from the Great Mother. He was the 8th son from the Great Mother. One of the oldest. I'm trying to find out more about that. Even if he's one of the youngest, then he's of the oldest race. then that's the case. You want to learn what's even older than that. So that's Typhoon, and that's why he's now they got him guarding Ra's boat. So you gotta think about it. If they got rid of his energy before a certain time, he couldn't move certain things, make things move. That's why when they was able to get the atom bomb, they don't want nobody else to get him in the world. Same shit. Cause they ran across his scientists, and I'm in a place. That's why it's starting to get loud with people. So I'm gonna move around. So that's why all right, I'm trying to get focused back again. So as when you look at it, you're not supposed to smoke on 420. You're actually blocking that energy. So it's all about war. If we're losing, if you got to think losing real people. So you got to think about it. That means that energy is going into more people. That's more receptive to certain, receptive to more waves or ways to pull in energy. So on 420, do not smoke on 420. I'm telling you. Why would they tell you to do something on 420? The government in America never liked us. You pull in that energy. So-called black people, highly melanated people on 420s don't smoke on 420. You're blocking your ancestors from coming in on you, coming in through you, because you have a pineal gland, and then you can use that energy, that heat, the lower self, all the way up to the information as in the light. So Festat in manifestation is old Cairo, old ancient, which is what? Set Typhonian mysteries. Go check that out. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna show you something. So if he never got to build that big city of the Aryan race, which is really talking about our own people, he's just another body. He visualized all that and pushed that forward. He was an actual scout for the Germans. You know, back in a scout to that. And I know they always put that in the movie. Anything dealing with what's his name? The runner. In the Olympics, he had won gold. My mind, Jesse Owens. Yeah, Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens ran and won in Germany in the Olympics, right? So if he won in the Olympics, I heard he was actually, there's a picture out there that they took together. I heard Jesse Owens and Adolf Hitler. So, but anyway, visualization, Festat, manifestation, right? So I'm gonna show you something. Here you go. Visualize this. If you can see this in your mind, in Olmecs, what they want to call, what they want to call Aztec, but Olmec, this is Olmec civilizations out of Mexico, right? If you built this with your mind, not, and we start lowering ourselves from our mind to the physical, where things start touching things, and so everything is all mental. So visualization. If he built the model for his city back in the day, you gotta think about it. Visualization is everything. Visualization is everything. So manifestation, Festat, Maz Ion. All right. So remember, everybody's lower self. Somebody say sometimes to fast. Sometimes get your stomach rumbling, so that when an idea comes, you got plenty of them. It depends on what you use it for. But your mind is everything. Be balanced. Don't let nobody make you do anything. You are the creator of your own existence. All right. Manifestation. Festat. Kill it, nigga.